How did I burn my jet ski to the ground? Here it is. So I had it in this shop, and I'll try to send a picture and video of it burning to the ground. So it was late in the evening. I was working on it. I did a top end partial rebuild. One of the cylinders was low compression. And so I had another engine that had a good top end in it that I took a cylinder jug and a piston off of another one and put it on this ski, and then got everything put back together and was going to crank it, and realized you can't see the gas tank because it burned up. The fuel line was left off. I tried to crank the engine with the fuel line unhooked because I was not paying attention, and it squirted fuel in the bilge. And so that was about 10:30 at night. I hooked that all back up and tried to clean the remaining fuel out from under the engine, and evidently did not get it all. Still fumes in there. But I continued to work on other things. I had to put the TPS on and several other things, charge the battery. And so about 1:30 in the morning, I was hooking the battery up and realized that the terminal was loose. And so there's the crusted up battery right there. The terminal was loose, so I decided to tighten it up and solder it. So I got my soldering iron out and started trying to heat it up to melt the solder, and it would not do it. So I got the torch out, put the torch in there, and tried to heat it up. When I got the torch down in there, that torch found those fumes, and it erupted. The fumes ignited, but it was a small fire right back here. Very small fire. If I would have thought about it, I would have took a blanket and just covered over everything and starved it of oxygen, and it would have probably put it out. But I did not do that. I panicked, and I opened the hood and got the fire extinguisher out, put it back here, put it on the fire, pushed, and it did nothing. It just a little bit of puff of white stuff come out, but hardly anything. Those fire extinguishers are absolute junk. So I ran to another ski and I got the fire extinguisher out of it, and I came over, and same thing, a small poof of white stuff come out, but nothing major. Fire was still going, getting a little bit bigger at that time. So the next nearest fire extinguisher was at the house. So I ran down to the house, grabbed it, and on my way up, the gas tank had melted through and it was over with. And so, yeah, it burned to the ground.